Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at a level 51 Groudon 100% IV. I had a blast using this thing last time at level 50, and well, we're best buddies now, so we're going to be able to just do that much more power and take that much more damage. We're going to be pairing it up with Snorlax and Togekiss the entire time. We did use this team last time. And before we do continue on, if you can hit that like button, it really does help me out. I really do appreciate it. If you want to support me, that's all you really need to do. We also have links in the description if you do want to support that way, but hitting that like button really does help me out. But with that said, let's hop right into this and see what we have going on here. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, I actually was trying to go to bed. I've been trying to go to bed at the right time and getting enough sleep because, if you're trying to gain while you're lifting and eating and all that stuff, you gotta sleep correctly too. So I couldn't sleep, so I said, the heck with it, let's just get up and make this video now. So if I sound a little bit not monotone but just more chilled, that's the reason why, because neighbor's dog was barking, so we're just gonna go ahead and make a video. All right. Anyways, we're up against an Excadrill here, letting that rock slide go, throwing an ancient power and getting a shield out of them. Beautiful here. Now it looks like they may want to farm us down all the way to Funky Town, but we're going to be able to get to another ancient power here, and we're getting another shield, immediately swapping into the Groudon. Is that Togekiss still alive actually? Hitting the Fire Punch, taking them out. They go down with a ton of energy, and now we're faced with our mortal enemy Kyogre, and we're going to be able to go for an Earthquake and take it out. Let's go, Groudon. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Next battle, we're met with a Melmetal. Okay, this is fine. You just go ahead and let them throw their superpower. They can throw it and then catch with something else, so you got to look out for that. And they could go for a rock slide to make you think they're going, so there maybe we're trying to catch a superpower there with the Lugia. So we're going to go ahead and retreat with our energy, because getting off a body slam is just basically going to tickle it, and I can use that energy somewhere else with that Snorlax. So we're going to go ahead and swap here into the Togekiss, resisting the Dragon Tail. Sky Attack, it's doing a respectable amount of damage. Aeroblast is what we have to look out for. Since it's not Shadow, then we don't really need to worry about that. Letting that Sky Attack go as well. The next one is I think we'll survive with like a couple HP, probably enough to take us out, but we're just going to go ahead and shield it up just to call it safe, since we do have the Groudon to align with the Melmetal there. But they're going to be swapping and locking themselves with their Togekiss. We're getting off a body slam here. We got a ton of energy on this Snorlax, so we're going to go ahead and throw this here. Now, we do have Groudon, and Togekiss has no health, so we still have to go up against this flyer here. That's no problem, because Groudon's fast spam Fire Punch is incredible, and unfortunately not able to get to that body slam. But Togekiss does have energy lying in wait with like no HP. In goes the Groudon here. We're going to go ahead and just let this go, holding on to our shields, just waiting for the Melmetal to spam us with superpowers, if I can talk here. It's like 2 a.m. right now. What I'm going to do after this here, I'm going to give you a little insight. While you can see this finisher here, let's go. Man, it's so satisfying. You're going to see a lot of that throughout this video, and we got a long one for you. But anyways, so what I'm going to do here, since I'm screwing up my sleep schedule and I need to get all my hours in, before I would just sleep a couple of hours and just eat barely, and I wasn't in poor health. I was just skinny as heck, man. I was like 120. I've gained a good 35 or so pounds. People are asking, you guys are asking, like, tell you what my routine is. We might get into that, but what I'm going to do now, after this video is done and it's processing and I wait for that, I'm going to turn on the Sega and I'm going to play Earthworm Jim. And that is one of the most, I enjoy that so much. It's because I can't do anything with my phone, and that's where I do all my work. And then while the video is processing, I'm forced to not touch it, so I can just take it easy and play my Sega. Nothing online. Anyways, there you go, a little insight there. So what's going on here? Melmetal took out our Togekiss, that's no problem. We're going to go ahead and bring in the old Snorlax here and go for the superpower right away. Let's see if we can get our shields. Why not bring in the Groudon? I don't know, we'll see what happens here. Going to go ahead and land that superpower and swap into the Groudon here. If they throw a superpower, Rock Slide's not very effective. Okay, that's great. Now, I kind of was thinking, maybe I should just shield this up and then go Earthquake. Maybe they might think we're baiting here. I probably should have went for the Fire Punch, but they let it go. So let's go. They probably thought we were going to go Fire Punch. So now we can do this here. We don't even really need to hit any of these bubbles. Of course, they shielded up. Will we survive a Scythe Strike right here? And we barely do, swapping into the Snorlax with plenty of health into the green here. And they have their own Groudon of their own. And they were trying to catch, which they would have if they were on time. If they were just waited a split second longer, they would have caught that there. So nice attempt and good game. Moving on to our next opponent. Hope you do have your snack because we're only about 5 minutes in here, folks. So next battle, we're met with a Mewtwo here, and this is perfectly fine. Now, you typically, it really depends on what level. If they're like max Mewtwo, you probably won't win it unless it's lagging and you get an extra lick somehow and they stop Psycho Cutting. But it really depends on the IVs as well. So let's see what we have going on here. Also depends on how long they want to farm up. If you're able to continuously get off those licks without any sort of interruption, therefore you're going to be able to connect more. So we're taking them out there. All right, looking good. Bringing in a Dialga. We're going to go straight for the superpower. Why even wait? We have no health to mess around. Immediately swapping into this, thinking that there might be a Giratina or something that we can use the Snorlax for, even though it has no health, and it would be basically just a liability at this point because it's just going to get farmed down even with its normal typing. Anyways, we're up against a Melmetal here. This is not particularly the worst situation because they have no more shields. So I bring in the Snorlax, and what I wanted them to do is throw their energy basically here. So if I got to a superpower, that would have been bonus, but I wasn't planning on it. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Fire Punch here. This is not going to be enough to take them out, but they do have enough health, just enough for us to farm down here, and we'll be looking good, but they're going to be immediately swapping back into the Dialga, and we're going to shield this up here. So can we make it to the Earthquake? We do. Oh my goodness, Groudon is an absolute beast. I didn't think it was so good before. I didn't think it was great, but I was thinking, I don't need it. I don't care about it. I don't want to use this thing. But ever since I've had it, in preparation for its primal form in the future, this is the reason why I made it. Well, since I have it now, putting it in the Master League, this thing is absolutely incredible. Anyways, next battle met with the Togekiss. This is always a good matchup here. Actually, really depends. I think this may... Okay, never mind. Yeah, we usually would shield up the Ancient Power, but it really depends here. If you let them sneak in charms, then you're gonna need to shield the Ancient Power. But if you deny those charms, meaning when you throw your charge move, your Snorlax, your Body Slam, if they sneak one through, like when you hit your charge move and you see a charm go through when your Snorlax, when the camera's faced at your Snorlax, you're gonna have to shield up. That's sneaking nonsense. All right, anyways, we're up against Kyogre again with this whole matchup. But Groudon said, you got no more shields and you do not resist my Earthquake. Let's go. We're getting to the Fire Punch. Folks, is Groudon going to go ahead and take out Kyogre here? This is something to behold. Unfortunately, it is taking it down to about 4 HP. Very close. Good enough for us to take it out with one charm. And we have an Excadrill back here. So we're going to go ahead and just let this go. Can we get to a Flamethrower? I think we can. It's going to be extremely close. Now we're obviously going to shield this up. Don't think they're going to have another 2 Rock Slides ready to go. We're able to get to the Flamethrower, and this will be enough. Togekiss with that Flamethrower coming in for the win for us. Let's go. See, that's why Togekiss is so good. Flamethrower, it really does work when you need it. All right, next battle, we're met with a Metagross. This is a good lead for the Snorlax here, so let's go. We do need to be a little bit cautious of this Meteor Mash because it is going to be doing a lot of damage, so we will shield it up. They're swapping into a Togekiss, which this is still a good matchup here, but we need to think about, you know, what we have in the back, and Togekiss doesn't want to see Metagross, so we might as well go ahead and throw it in this matchup here, farm it down, and see if we can maybe get to a Flamethrower before they do farm us down, but we are a bit away from getting there, and these Meteor Mashes are going to add up, but we're able to get to the Flamethrower. And if I do recall this, they let this go, probably thinking it's just an Ancient Power. We take out the Metagross, and they have a Excadrill in the back, which is going to be able to farm us down and gain a ton of energy. But we're going to be immediately throwing in our Snorlax here and going for a Body Slam, trying to get a shield, and we do amazing. Now my whole plan at this point was, well, we have a Groudon in the back, we don't need to shield this up. We kind of just want to get shields at this point. So we're just going to keep going for Body Slam, and I'm going to let everything go on the Snorlax here. And if we can get to a superpower at this point, then great, but they're going to take us out, obviously. We're not going to shield it up. It comes to Groudon, and they're a good sport, and they stay here to the very end, and we're going to go ahead and get to that Fire Punch, and Groudon taking the win for us. Let's go. Level 51, 100% IV. I'm so happy about this investment. Absolutely worth it. Every single penny. Let's go. Next battle, met with a Melmetal, and, well, you know, the same old dance here. We're going to go ahead and wait for them to throw that superpower and make sure we lock it in ourselves so they can't catch it with something. And that's going to be a lot of energy down the drain on a not very effective catch. They throw it, and I do believe they threw in something to catch. And what was it? A Dialga. Okay, well, I mean, I'll take that. That's great. Bringing in our Groudon here and immediately going for the Fire Punch because we're just going to be able to, immediately take them out. Let's go. All right, and they have a Dialga or a Giratina. Let's not get them all confused again. Okay, going for the Earthquake right away here. And at this point, I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be a win. This is looking like a loss. But I'm just gonna go ahead and stay in here because we still have Togekiss, but we have a whole Melmetal that we need to deal with. So what we need to really kind of do is kind of start to get the shields from them. Gonna go for another Earthquake here. Togekiss in the back. Snorlax with no health, basically. And we land the Earthquake. They still have one shield. We bring in the Togekiss here. Now, alright, Groudon's going to put in the work. We don't have very much health, but we do resist the quick move on the Melmetal. And the Giratina doesn't really have much health left. So, I think we could pull off some James Bond action here, folks. Let's see what we can do. Down goes Togekiss. And now here we go with the plan. Snorlax really doesn't have enough health to do much. It's just going to get farmed down. It's just going to allow them to gain more energy. So they swap, and we immediately swap, or does it? Let's go. Did I trick you? We're going to go ahead and catch it with that Snorlax right on time. Farming down with our Groudon and going for the Fire Punch on the Melmetal and taking the win here. Let's go. Yeah, we did some James Bond action. Let's get it. Next battle. And we will be leading with Snorlax the entire time. I do believe I might change the backline. For my last battle, I remembered to do it. So we were met with another Mewtwo here. Shiny, very nice, very good. Gonna go ahead and let that first Psy Strike go, always do. And go for the Body Slam. For the most part, I may shield it up once in a while first, but pretty sure I don't. Alright, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue on and shielding this one up here. We will be able to get to another Body Slam before they get to a Psy Strike here. And let's see if they want to let this Mewtwo go. They shield it up, which is great. And we will be easily letting this go. Now I have to make the calculations here, folks. If I can go in here and farm down with Groudon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're able to take them out. And let's get it. That's a ton of energy. And they have a Hydreigon. Bringing that into a Master League is very brave of them. Now here's the thing. Let's talk about Hydreigon. We take them out with a Charm here, and they have a Dialga in the back. They back out. See, I love Hydreigon's design. It looks so awesome, but its typing, Dark and Dragon, I mean, it's a good typing, but here's the thing about it. In Pokemon Go, there's no mercy for the quick moves, and if you're weak to those, you're out of here, and if there's meta all over the place with those, and they're, you know, on all the teams, well, there's really not much you can do, and it's just kind of holding you back. See, the way I see it is, what does Hydreigon do for you, the Master League? I mean, you resist the water, okay. You resist Psychic. Mewtwo's, okay. Kyogre, okay. I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong? I'm not trying to be harsh with it. It's just, I'm not trying to, I don't want to validate powering one up for the Master League for now. Maybe after I go to Vegas and I get a bunch of Stardust. And if you're wondering, do I gamble? No, absolutely not. I might go to the slot machine. I might play a couple of games of blackjack, but otherwise, I don't think so. Anyways, let's get back into the commentary here. What's going on up against this Snorlax with Heavy Slam, but it did debuff itself a couple of times, so it didn't do much. And they do have a Zarude, so there must be something in the back weak to Togekiss unless they're playing mind games. Going for Flamethrower, taking him out, and it's a Garchomp. Yeah, this says definitely weak to Togekiss in the back here. And we're going to go ahead and let this go because that was very, very soon. So we're going to go ahead and call that Sand Tomb. Swapping into the Groudon, unnecessary, but I just wanted it to get a piece of the action here. And that's what we're going to do, bringing it in to go for the Earthquake and taking out the baby ground type. It just looks so tiny compared to the Groudon here. Next battle, we're going to be seeing well, came back for some more Garchomp. they're going to be immediately swapping into their Dialga, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in our Groudon and go for Earthquake immediately here. Now, if you're a little too slow, they will be able to beat you to the Iron Head, but it looks like they might have already beat me. I might have been slow. It looks like they're farming extra here, maybe trying to build up to Draco to get me to shield, but I would shield up an Iron Head either way for this situation. Going for another Earthquake, and we're getting 2 shields out of this Dialga. Sounds good to me. Definitely not going to shield this up. Could potentially get to another one, but don't want to gamble on it since we're looking okay, because everything on our team is going to be able to handle Dialga here. Now, Iron Head's going to do a ton, so we will be able to shield this up and just farm them down, hold on to our energy, and see what they have going on here. Bringing in a Melmetal. Now, Flamethrower is going to be doing a ton. I was waiting for a potential catch, but we're able to land this here. And now we're going to swap into our Snorlax, and we're looking good. They have a Garchomp. That's what we saw in the beginning. Now, it's not over until it's over here, folks, so let's see what's going to happen. The Melmetal does have energy. This Garchomp is going to do a lot of damage to our Snorlax here, so we got to look out. I mean, we use our energy on the Togekiss. How are we going to even pull this off? If we're even able to pull it off. So they go for the Sand Tomb, and I'm expecting, what do they have in so, Earth Power, all grounds? Or they got Dragon Tail, okay. So bringing in the Togekiss here, and we have no more shields. And do we get to the Ancient Power? If we can get to it, we can take this win here. They get to the Rock Slide, and unfortunately not. Or it looks like maybe 2 more charms. They take the win there. That was still a good game. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? An Excadrill. I love to see this one. Let's get it. All right, so I have a feeling I'm going to be climbing here in the Master League. I had horrible algorithm odds in the Ultra League. It was unbelievable. Same with the Kanto Cup. It was like, what is this? What is this sinister crap going on right now? Like, it's like there's no even chance. I might as well just go into Go Battle League, pick my team, start battle, and just put it down and just let them take me out, because there's freaking no opportunity for me to win it. It was incredible. All right, since the bet has shrunk down though, it's like, let's go. Try me now. Anyways, bringing in the Snorlax here. They are down a shield, and we're going to go ahead and shield this up. I don't think we're going to be able to farm down. That's a bit of a stretch. Not going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and take him out so we don't have to waste all of our shields up against this Mewtwo here. 1-to-1 shield. And we still have our Groudon in the back. I'm telling you, having it in the back line helped me out so much today. So we have a Dialga here. We're going to go ahead and throw the Superpower. Getting that last shield. Swapping into our Groudon right away here. And they are going to be able to get to an Iron Head. I do believe I shield this up just to keep us healthy, just in case we don't know what's in the back, waiting for a potential catch. Going to go for the Earthquake, and we do land it. Great, taking out that Dialga. And then, of course, okay, yeah, they got that Excadrill. I completely forgot about that when I went on my little rant there. All right, so going for the Fire Punch, and they survive with, what, like 1 HP, but this isn't going to take us out. We're able to take them out with a Groudon again at the end, sweeping it up for us, and moving on to our next battle, met with a Sylveon. And this is another matchup good for the Snorlax here. It wins up against these Charm users, so it's always a good matchup, love it. Anyways, going for the Body Slam here, and trying to make sure we can't let them sneak a Charm through like they snuck one through right there. Okay, beautiful. And I do believe they snuck one through last time as well. So they are 2 Charms sneak through ahead right now. And going for that Moonblast, the big one. And going for another Body Slam. Highly doubt they're going to double shield this here. And they let it go, yep. So we're going to win this matchup, and they're going to be able to farm us down here. Unfortunately, not getting to the Body Slam, but we do have a Togekiss back here. Now, they are farming up quite a bit of energy, and the Groudon doesn't really want to see a stab Aqua Tail from Palkia, so we're going to obviously bring in the Togekiss, go ahead and farm it down, let this all go here, and just hope there's something in the back that we can handle. And it is a Togekiss, and yes, we can handle this absolutely with the Groudon. It is definitely possible. Easy money, as a matter of fact, with this beastly level 51 here, spamming Fire Punch. Are you kidding me? Look at this damage. Are you kidding me? With the help of the Togekiss that we just had, of course. Plus, we still do have a shield. Now, Ancient Power is not very effective. Flamethrower is going to be doing a decent amount of damage, but at this point, I don't think it is Flamethrower, but I'm still going to shield it up. I don't really want to play games here. We're in a good position, so we're just going to go ahead and take them out here with this Fire Punch. Looking good, and again, sweeping up at the end for us. All right, moving on to next battle. We're met with a Very nice shiny Landorus here. Love that thing. Alright, so Superpower is going to be doing a ton of damage, so we may want to wait for them to go ahead and throw that first. But a lot of people like to throw that Stone Edge first, but they're going for the Superpower right off the bat here. Don't think I actually got them with this yet. They threw in their Yveltal, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Togekiss here. That was very soon, not going to be a Hurricane, so we're going to go ahead and let that go. And we're going to farm them all the way down here. And they don't even get to a second one, which is great, bringing back that Landorus. Now this could definitely be a Stone Edge, obviously it is. So we're going to go ahead and shield it up because they did farm a bunch of energy before they did retreat last time here. Going for the Ancient Power and they're shielding it up. And no boost. Never really look for the boost. Don't rely on the boost. That's just bonus. If it happens, it happens, right? You know. Simple as that. So we're going to go for the Body Slam, take them out. They've got one shield and they've got a Dialga in the back. We systematically swap into our Groudon here, but unfortunately they were able to get in a couple of quick moves first, so they're going to be able to get to that Iron Head. And we're going to go ahead and go for that Earthquake. And well, they've got no more shields, so we're going to go ahead and take out that Dialga with one shot. You already know what it is. And moving on to our next opponent, we're met with a Palkia here. Okay, this is perfectly fine. And yeah, the only thing that I want to see is going to be the Groudon here, so we're just going to hang tight and do this matchup. I don't think we really want, I think we may shield up one time, but for the most part I'm thinking I got Togekiss back here. But here's the problem. You take out something that's weak to Charm, like this here. We got the Togekiss. Okay, beautiful. That's all we really needed to do is get a shield, because they're going to have a counter for this Togekiss. As soon as we take them out, they're going to be bringing in a Steel type. So let's see what it is going to be. Melmetal, yep, exactly. So we immediately bring in our Groudon here, and they have a Mewtwo back here. So I throw Earthquake, and I started like getting annoyed with myself, like, what are you doing, you idiot? Like, oh my gosh, we should have baited, of course. This is a Shadow at that too. But then I started thinking, wait, there's a Melmetal there. All I have to do is shield both of these Side Strikes up, get to another Earthquake, take them out. There's nothing that the Melmetal can do. We have way too much health. Okay, that's fine. Alright, taking out the Shadow Mewtwo. Beautiful. And I think they actually get back out before we can get to the Earthquake, and we take the win. So we turned that around with both of our shields, thank goodness. Alright, moving on to the next one. We're met with a Dialga with our Snorlax, and we love to see this because we have Superpower. Now, I would build up to 2 Superpowers in the past, but I've stopped doing that because they seem to like to throw that Iron Head and then dip out real fast. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get that Superpower in to make them use that shield. I'm not worried about taking that extra damage after using Superpower once. So they swap and lock themselves in here with a Garchomp, and I'm going to go ahead and swap it to Togekiss to go for the Sand Tomb one time. So we've been debuffed here. They're bringing in a Mewtwo. Could have went for Flamethrower, but I'm fishing for the bait potentially, and we're getting a shield anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And our Charms are digging in quite a bit to that Mewtwo here. We're going to let this go. Thank you, Togekiss. I appreciate your help. And in goes Snorlax with the Body Slam ready to go with an extra lick. Let's get it. And they let it go because they've got no more shields. And I think we let this go as well. And I'm really counting on, can we farm it down? But they swap into their Dialga immediately here. And what we're going to do is shield this up, farm up a little bit extra beyond Earthquake here, so we can have some energy to take out that Mewtwo, because I don't really want to rely on potentially trying to farm it down. They get to a Side Strike, and then they take us out. You know, excuse the voice crackles, it's a little late. I need to drink some water over here. My cup is empty. I need to go get some more. All right. Next battle, we're met with another Mewtwo. Yes, let's go, please. Okay. Now, I know I get excited for this because, here, check it out. Just because you don't win a matchup doesn't mean it's always going to be, like, so bad. This matchup in particular, I know how it's going to end. The Mewtwo's going to have low health, and I'm going to be able to go in there and farm it down and gain a bunch of energy potentially with my Groudon. And you're going to see that exactly. Now, we saw one in the beginning, but I do believe this Mewtwo's going to have more health than the other one did, so the farm is going to be a little bit more nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking because if they get to a Side Strike, I'm going to have to either shield it or take pretty much half or more of my health. And we're able to farm it down and gain a bunch of energy with the Groudon. This is big. They bring in Dialga. I was thinking they're going to like immediately swap, but they let it go. And they're shielding it up. And they've used their last shield here, so maybe a catch this time. So we got to be careful shielding this up because, I mean, if they're going in here with their Dialga, They've got to have something maybe weak to it in the back. Again, maybe more mind games. We'll have to see. Down goes. And it's a melt. Oh my goodness. Let's go. And we're sweeping it up. Satisfaction City all the way. Let's go. Man, that Groudon putting in the work. Love that Earthquake. Are you kidding me? Hardest hitting Earthquake or ground type user. Let's go. In Go Battling. In everything, right? Ground type? Anyway. So we have a Snorlax here. They're swapping, and we have this situation again where it's the old Lugia. So the reason why I threw Body Slam this time is because I don't know. I just wanted to make sure I do a little bit more damage to come out of this comfortably. Because even though we're doing a lot with Charm and Ancient Power, doing that little bit of Body Slam does help it out. Alright, so as you can see, they're already pretty low here. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go as well, calling it. And it is another Sky Attack. And we should be able to Charm down. Beautiful. Now, they're not like, oh no, I'm in a bad position. They're going to come back in here and farm me down with Metagross. Yeah, simple as that. So down we go. They've gotten a good amount of farm. Now, we can go Snorlax or we can go Groudon either way. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the Groudon here because they have low health. We can get to Fire Punch. We don't need to worry about getting to Earthquake. And they have a Garchomp back here. So we're going to go ahead and build up here to an Earthquake and go for the Fire Punch. And this is not looking particularly great for me because of the Garchomp. I was trying to swap. Unfortunately, I can't. We're going to let this go. And it is going to be an Outrage doing a ton of damage. But it's still okay. We're still in the games here to potentially win this battle. Going for a Body Slam on that Garchomp. This thing is going to be able to spam us with that Mud Shot. I think I do let this go, or never mind. We shielded up. Earth Power. Yeah, that's okay. Still would have done a ton of damage. We kind of need to keep this Snorlax alive. So, yeah, that's all we need to do. Just get that shield there. Beautiful. And they're going to be catching. Very nice. Okay, catching. They're on their game here. They're like, no, Poke, you ain't going to win this matchup, buddy. Okay. All right. You got me. So down goes the Snorlax. In goes the Groudon. Farming down the Metagross. In comes the Garchomp, but yeah, that's gonna about wrap it up. That's it. That was a good game. That's the last one here, folks. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. And to my last opponent there, very good game. And folks, look what we have here. A nice shiny Articuno to top it all off on the last day. That is going to be here as well. Very nice. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give this a thumbs up, and I'll be catching you all next time. Look at those IVs. Let's go. Take care.